The real Mama Tot.
Charlotte. Let me. I'm just gonna be on here just a second. I need to say this, okay? Because if it's anybody, and forgive me because I do not get in boxes, but I was about to throw this damn phone, okay? If it's anybody that understands B&B, it's me. I'm a whole business, okay? I'm a whole damn business, and when spring and summer is here, I have to travel a lot for my business, for my brand, right? And I'm talking everywhere.
Right.
When it comes to Airbnbs, you are not just paying what, $150 a night or something like that. You got to have a deposit. You got to pay for the Airbnb. They're going to charge a cleaning fee. And you don't know all of this until you get to the end of reserving that. Then you see the final balance. Why in the world, please answer this, why in the world would somebody go and get an Airbnb when they have no income to replace the money that they're using to pay for the Airbnb, right? Same thing for a hotel. You can go and get a hotel. Let's just say Motel 6, right? Motel 6, $80 a night. If you got $300, that's for 3 nights. Then you're back at square one once again, trying to figure out where you're going to go. Okay. The only legitimate option in this moment for somebody who has no income and no home, in order for them not to be out on the streets freezing to death with poor Peter, is to go to the shelter. Not just for the shelter, but because they will have people there, the resources that will help them. They help you get jobs. If you don't get jobs, you help around the shelter just so that you can earn your keep there. You know, as far as like the counseling, the mental health, like all of these things have to be fixed before anybody can move forward. But just because you've got $500 in the bank, that should not tell you, oh, let me go get a hotel, let me go get an Airbnb. Because when that money runs out and your days is gone, you're back at square one. So why not go ahead and start in the position, which would be the shelter? There's nothing wrong with being at a shelter. Let's just throw that out there. Thank God for them. I'm so glad. The only thing I worry about is that the state of Ohio, I don't know if a lot of people know this, Maggie, I'm sure you do, but the state of Ohio is so under, like the homeless population is overrun in Ohio. And that's because Ohio has one of the biggest drug epidemics in the U.S. right now with opiates. It's because of that. And that's why the homeless shelters they're crowded. I mean, I'm being you can look this up right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that my concern is that is there actually space there? But the shelter is not just for somebody to come and live for free. The shelter is there to provide shelter, but to help you get on your feet. That is what it's there for. So that is the best option for somebody in her position. Because let me tell you something. You go and get a hotel, we're going to be back to square one, back on TikTok saying, I'm about to be homeless. What am I going to do? And then people are gifting and sending money and blah, blah. And this is going to continue and continue and continue. And nothing gets fixed. We got to fix what the prime thing is. And counseling most definitely is what she needs. But if somebody cannot even have a grown up conversation without arguing, I'm concerned for that. But again, the Airbnb and the hotel that needs to be thrown out the damn window. I am telling you, and I don't care if people don't like agree with me. Yeah, honey, you ain't got to agree with me. I am just telling you that the shelter is what is going to offer.
I even mentioned to her that, you know, the shelter or even a woman's shelter. And that's, Tabs, you're saying that you want to listen and, you know, take resources that
I said.
Are you going to say that I didn't?
Conversation, but everybody's swinging it like I've said.
Mama Tot was talking, but didn't I? Wait a minute. Didn't the first thing I mentioned to you this morning? Didn't the first thing I mentioned was the first thing I mentioned this morning was a shelter, didn't I?
Not the first thing.
Excuse me?
Not the very, you did it.
I said,
yes, ma'am.
There's a 3-day shelter or there a woman's shelter?
Airbnb for a week.
No, I did not decide on no Airbnb. You did. I said a shelter. Or a hotel, and you started throwing Airbnb.
I wanted to do
Thank you, Michelle.
But the right thing.
But it's online. You were laying in there, and everybody else is.
I'm gonna have to mute myself because it's hard not to say nothing.
Mute, please, Charlotte. I love you. Mute for a second. I just need her to understand that she does not have thousands of dollars in her banking account. She has basically survival money right now. Okay. Basically survival money, and survival money doesn't get you where you get to lay up in an Airbnb for 3 days and then have zero money and then figure out where you're going. Cause it's not just her that she has to worry about. It's also Peter. Okay. She's also no longer in the South where our weather is 1 minute it's 85 degrees and the next it's 41. She's in Ohio where it freaking snows. It's freezing. So it's not just her that she's got to worry about. She's got to worry about Peter, and she's had to worry about Peter since she's brought Peter along with this journey. Okay. But it is time. Enough of this nonsense. It is time for her to get her life together. She will be 40 years. And let's be honest here. She is very charming. I think we can all agree she is a charming woman, very charismatic, very caring. She has all of those beautiful qualities about herself, but she has got something that is blocking her to where she doesn't understand that she is a real homeless woman. She doesn't have a home. She doesn't have a car. She doesn't have no way of providing for herself. She has no job. She has no income. She has none of that. Okay. And something is blocking her to where she doesn't think that she needs to go to a shelter. Honey, you are homeless. You might be in a safe home at this moment, but come tomorrow morning, you are truly home. That's homeless. That is home. If you have nowhere to lay your head, you do not have a home. That is homeless. But something is blocking her to where she doesn't want to go to the shelter. Well, that is the only legit option here. And she's got to get that mental health under control, because that is destroying the way that she thinks and the way that she sees things. It is destroying it. And maybe a lot of that comes from her, like bouncing from home to home in the past 4 years, but she can stop that as of tomorrow morning. Like, that's it. Like, take the help that you can get, because TikTok is not providing you an income. And it certainly is not going to provide you an income to be able to sit on a bed all day and do diamond art. That is not a life. That is not getting your life on track. Getting a job. If you don't want a full-time job, to start, get you a part-time job. Get off of the bed and get your freaking life together when nobody else is going to do it for you. You're 40. You're a grown woman. You shouldn't be dependent on anybody. Nobody whatsoever. Matter of fact, what happened at that lady Dixie Chick's house, none of us should have seen all of that. None of that should have even been on live to begin with. You should have got on the damn phone and called 911 if somebody was doing something to you, instead of being on live and us watching every damn thing. Like, cut that shit out. Get up off the damn bed, go get a damn job, and take whatever help that the state of Ohio can give you right now, because the true help is not going to come from TikTok. We can be your TikTok family. We can be your friends. We can check on you. We can be there for you. But this laying in a damn bed live all day talking about I'm going to be home. You are homeless. You are homeless right now. You are just a guest in a home until tomorrow morning. So somebody needs to light a fire underneath your butt so that you will get up and do something, because you have children on this planet. And I be damned if I let my children at 18, 19, 20, 21 years old be buying their first home, and I'm on TikTok whining and crying because I have nowhere to go. You want your children to be making life better than you are at 40 years old? No, you're supposed to be showing your children how to be a damn grown up. Like now, okay? Like right now. Like, enough is enough. Get off your butt and let's do something. If you be your own advocate about your mental health. And what's crazy? Ooh, I done got shaken up in here. What's crazy is that I sent her a message and told her these very same things. I said, advocate for your mental health. Advocate for your life. Do something with your life. Do better. Be better. Get better. Like, let me tell you something. She could have the biggest comeback story of TikTok time, because, again, she is beautiful. She is charming. She's lovely. She has amazing qualities about herself, but she also has some really flippin' bad ones. And those bad qualities don't have to be there. They just seep out whenever she's in dire need of money. Well, guess what? You wouldn't be in dire need of money if you were working, okay? So let's start one thing at a time. And tomorrow morning, the number one thing that should be on her mind is figuring out where she's going to sleep tomorrow. And it should be the shelter, so that she can have an advocate person there that's helping her all along the way, because a shelter does not just give you a roof over your head. It